the ball and kick it right to him.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up. It's through. It extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Shepard on the catch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Now before Dallas takes over here on this drive, let's look at where they're at right now in their season. 6-5. They couldn't keep the momentum from their win at Detroit a couple of weeks ago, as in Week 12 they fell at New England. Now certainly no shame in that. But they're going to have a short week of rest, remember the thing. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and very short, Jones.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he'll yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready, 50, plant.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 72 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That did. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Jones, and this will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 54. Don't get nervous. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? It's caught. Cooper. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the count, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Austin. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. An impressive 75-yard punt return as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, beating them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Tate. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Marr on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Too.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones going to throw again, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Defense.
That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes